Hello, everybody. Um, the Astro Gravitational Report for tomorrow, March 24th. I'm currently at Marbella, and it's about 500 plus kilometers away from Alicante, so that's why everything around here is different. Have a different setup, but hopefully it's gonna work. Hopefully everything is okay with you. Quite a few reports, even the energies throughout today was about anger, agitation situations. They came in because of people cannot hold on within Mars, within themselves. This is why Mars has issues with you, not you with Mars. To handling these situations, this is actually is going to increase. Specifically when the moon it's going to be meeting Mars, that is going to be intense energy. So you might feeling like this energies pile up within the family, and it's all about the situations from within. Situations there could be a lot of family triggers, a lot of family situations, and someone creates a lot of issues and troubles within the family situations from within. So look from within yourself. Is there is a compromises you need to like in there? You don't have to compromise with the truth. So looking at within these energies that's going to be following today, be mindful that the past is going to try to use this, okay, while the new energies is going to go the other way. If you look at it, the pictures that I put it in the clip, it's different. You know, it just says the two ways in there. The new energy is going to continue to work. That's going to be kind of like enough of the BS from the old, enough from the bullshit from the old, enough of situations from the old. This has to end. There's going to be some a lot of situations and things that's going to be coming in and trigger. Specifically, we're talking about a family situation, so be aware of about it. Specifically, we're talking about if you have things within the cardinal zodiac sign. I'm talking about Aries, Cancer, Libra, and a Capricorn. I'm going to say about this is because Jupiter right now it's opposing the Libra, but it squares Cancer and it squares the things there in Scorpio. So all that energy right there, it is about to minimize the things of the self growth. This is like the others is like don't grow too fast, don't grow this, don't grow that, don't do these situations from within you. But things are things. And you're gonna find out that Jupiter and Chiron they're gonna be traveling for quite a while together within. And this energy is gonna be help you to pull, to heal from the past and move on, move on, move on, and so on from that standpoint. So, without further ado, I'm gonna look at the charts for tomorrow. And Grande, thank you for being here. I'm gonna be moving you up because that's what the TV is. So I can monitoring the chat during when I'm looking at the charts up here. And if there's any questions or anything you guys have, you guys know the drill already. Look at it, what's going on from within you. So, all right, I can see. Hopefully the situation is going to be okay. So here, what's going on? Early in the morning, as you guys already been in the last few mornings, you feel the intensity, the situations. Ascendant is again together with the sun, within the authority. You trying to get your authority across the board. Mars, it is squaring all this, and you feeling these energies. Midheaven is at 2 degrees, the sun is at 3 degrees, and Mars is exiting. it's already kind of like putting tensions within your family situations, within your stuff from within. But Pluto, it's explained this as a divine lessons from within. He helps of the things to get smooth, to get smoother. But who has to get smoother? Who has to transform is you. Okay, so be careful with the people who have conflicts within them. That's their issues from within them. That's what they have the issues. They haven't put the fires out within themselves. Okay, so look at it of 7 o'clock, the energy. As you see it, the moon is going to have a very good trine there with midheaven. She is passed through the North Node. She's going to be passing through Venus. During this moment, you're going to find love in there. You're going to find these beautiful things that you have to deal with it. That in your life you may rediscovering the love from within yourself, the purity of love, not the love that you are demanding from others and you're giving to others in order to receive the love. I'm talking about unconditional love inside of you. Okay, there's going to be a certain changes within the material possessions, certain job, certain situations. But to talk about this, it is about that. Mars can try to sabotage you. So don't work within these energies of sabotaging. Okay, people trying to sabotage you just not to cross to the new road, to the new beginnings, to the new situations, and so on. So look inside of you and handle it with an inner peace. Hey, Alchemy, thank you for coming in. What? And 8 o'clock, midheaven, it goes into Capricorn at 16 degrees. He's going to be squaring the Sun, the Mercury there. Uh, it's going to be begin also to square later on to Jupiter and Chiron. And we're talking about this primary functions. It's going to be like, is I'm in a primary situations. It is I'm putting this pressure. It is I am doing this talk. What I'm telling to myself, what I need to heal from within. Because I know if I heal this, I can grow. You're following? Because the energies, the way they are right now in Aries, is first is the sun, your authority. The second one is Mercury, what are you telling into yourself? Then is the healing part. And once you heal, the Jupiter is activated and it grows. And because everything of this is in Aries, this is going to ask you for taking a cardinal changes inside of you. Okay, the ascendant is already crossing within Taurus. You're going to be looking at things that you need to fix in the material stuff. This could be everything from money situations, cars, possessions, anything that you have as a material world, and so on from within you. Uh, just so you remember, the North Node right now, it's there. The moon is just sprouted from within in. And now the moon is passing through the North Node, it's passing through the Venus, and now she's moving ahead. It's kind of like, listen, you have to do this and this. You already learned this information. So you have already these situations. All you have to do is work. Okay, all you have to do is the work, and that's what midheaven. It is a beautiful trines with the North Node, Venus, and the Moon. Okay, something with the mother already sees what's coming, and she's preparing for the situations from within you. Um, be mindful about it because currently the Lilith is squaring the moon. Usually, when the moon and Lilith having a square situations there, that also is going to involve Uranus. This is it like dark forces is going to come out and pulls you down. It just kind of like a sudden changes for something. Somebody does sudden situations from within. Be careful with these energies. Don't attract these energies. Uh, I mean, not attract, don't react with these energies. When somebody does something, it's like, is that truth? No. Then if it's not truth, then I don't have to. And that's why you disengage with this. Otherwise, if you engage within these energies, this energy is going to be fed from within. It's going to be feed. You give it a feed, you give that a power in there. And then it grows more and more. And eventually you're going to get hurt. So be mindful about situations like this. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for coming in. Good morning to you. Talking about 9 o'clock, the 9 o'clock energies, they're going to be talking about Pluto, the need and the power to transform. Midheaven is 0 degrees of Aquarius, so is Pluto. Uh, Talking about these divine energies towards Mars. You are going to be looking at this energy so powerful inside of you. It's like, yes, I win this little bit, but now I have to prove it. I need to do it to myself. I know what's going on. I know what I need to do. Stop reacting the old way. Stop engaging within those energies. I have to end up within new. I have to transform within this because the new energies within me that brings me into the future. They're pulling me towards the future, but the old energies they're pulling me in the back and back into the past. And now these transformations from within is going to help you to hold on that Mars from within yourself about others. But first is you are going to be transforming your own anger from within yourself. Okay, the ascendant is already past to Uranus. That is going to be intense energies with Lilith again. So be mindful of this deceives, these twisted informations and so on and so on. They're going to come out on the surface, and the universe is not going to like it. Okay, it's not going to like it. All right, but that is the issues that been holding for a long time. Now they have to come out on the surface. The truth has to comes out. Ugly or not, the truth has to comes out. So talking about it, 10 o'clock in the morning, in there, midheaven it is at 15 degrees of Aquarius. Is going to be squaring the moon, the Venus, and Uranus in there. The more and more the moon goes towards Uranus, that is going to be your intuitions work with the universe, and the universe works from within you. And this is going to begin to create little issues inside of it again with that Lilith. This energy is going to be like, I gotta do something, I gotta do something. But that is going to be trigger you to take within the low road, to take the low energies, you to go personally take care of some situations and so on. Be careful because this energy is going to begin to grow, to boil up. Okay, because within the next week, when there is going to be the first square moon, okay, the moon is going to be passing by Mars, it's going to square the sun. This is going to be like the family. The moon isn't powerful, but that is a square. That is the intense energies. That is the intuitions fights the sun. This is it. The intuitions. The mother fights the father from within. So be careful of settling family issues because Mars is in Cancer. All right. At 11 o'clock, midheaven goes with Saturn. There's beautiful energies. You probably felt it today around 11 o'clock. You're just like, you see the problem, but you're not engaged with the problem. You learn your lessons and so on from within you. You allow these energies to come in from within yourself. The ascendant is together with Mars, which is going to put some pressure. And this is the time when you are actually at peace. You're kind of like okay with the energies. When you're kind of like great, there is always someone who will do something, will say something, will engage with something, so you can react. Okay, so be mindful if there is a people and this people doesn't create any issues, so you can go ahead and cut because these people are brakes on your car going towards the future. Okay, some of this is going to be like a blocking you. They are blocking you not because of anything else. They want you to drag them into the future, but they not want to do the job. That's what they are mad about it. They are not coming with you. Okay, we are talking about all these situations. This could be from personal situations. This could be a family situations. This could be at work. This could be at business. In any way, okay? Because Venus and the Moon and Uranus, they are all in Taurus. So is the North Node. This is all talking about that. All right. So at 12 o'clock, midheaven goes into Pisces. All these Piscean energies, still coming in. It's like something within the shadow, something within the mystery. And you don't know what the mystery is. You don't know to trust the new energies, the old energies. You're like, what is it going on, Dio? The ascendant is in Cancer at 8 degrees. And all this energy there, it's beautiful with Saturn, it's beautiful with the situations, but puts pressure within the authority, within the communications. So this could be a very intense energies about the father situations, the communication situations, and so on. But also, it's going to be talking about a healing that needs to be done from within you. So at 1 o'clock, midheaven is together with the sun exactly because the midheaven is 3 degrees 22 minutes and the sun is 3 degrees 47 minutes. That is going to be fight with Mars. Okay, that is going to be like, this is like you are an authority. You're dealing with distort masculine energies that doesn't know what it's doing. Okay, this is like this masculine that it's so wounded that right now he wants to fight, he wants to revenge, he wants to avenge, and so on and so on, because they feel miserable from within. Okay, don't allow that to catch up from within yourself from others. Okay, look at it the positive side, look at it the positive energies, heal this energies within yourself. And the ascendant there is at 21 degrees. Actually, he is going to be helping on the way because the ascendant at 21 degrees is going to begin to trine all this energy. It's like the families come first, the situations are coming first. The ascendant at Cancer is shows you what all the sudden changes can do and happen. But the ascendant is opposing Pluto, and that Pluto is going to be like, can't go anymore the old ways, finding the new ways from within. Pluto is sextiling the sun in midheaven, and the midheaven and the sun as a trine with the ascendant. As you see it, everything goes within your authority, what you bring and tell yourself. High healing heart, thank you. Our Pisces self is only thinking about how their life is. It's all depends of the Pisces ascendant there. So the Pisces, they can be a very selfish. They can be a very kind of like a, oh, I have everything. I know everything. I controls everything because I know how everything goes. But they don't know the new that it's coming because they know the old cycle. They are the end of the old cycle, but they don't have a power to cross into the new cycle. They have a hard time relearning everything again. From within them is this little fear of crossing over, crossing the situations in there. And if they stay in their Piscean energies there, they're basically stuck sometimes. Okay, now if the ascendant, for example, within them is Taurus, that's going to be an advance within the material world, it's going to help them from within. If it is from, for example, with the cancer, there's going to be a lot of emotions. There's going to be the family, and so on and so on. I can't go to work because I have to help for the family. I can only do work at home. This kind of like situations. Alchemy. Pluto entering Aquarius during equinox, first time since 1700. It doesn't affect the aquamoons, sun and the moons. Yes, it's affecting them as long as it gets closer to it. But it's gonna, if you have anything in Aquarius, it's gonna be affected when a Pluto gets closer to it. It's kind of like a making a closer energies for it. He's gonna be there for about 20 plus years. So when this is going to happen, how it's going to happen, yeah, but since you're born with the Aquarius energy, it's very important where your Aquarius is. So, for example, if your Aqua is the seventh house, that's talking about new relationships, advanced powers, advanced growth in there, new inventions that you're going to make, reinventing yourself, so much power with this because the moon, if you have an aqua moon, which is you do, Nick, that aqua moon is going to be just telling you what to do. That is the intuition, the power of that Aquarius within. If you have Jupiter in there, that's even better. The growth. Poof. All right. Okay, so talking about 2 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, speaking of the devil, I'm sorry, speaking of Jupiter, uh, Jupiter and the midheaven, they're going to be together, talking about this growth and this healing from within. The ascendant is going to be at 3 degrees of Leo. That is going to be kind of like very beautiful trines with the sun, and it's going to later on, it's going to be trining uh, Mercury. But talking about this growth from in you, you heal the toxic situations, you move on, you grow in there because Jupiter is together with Chiron, very powerful time you to heal situations from within, very beautiful time. So at 3 o'clock, midheaven is going to be together with the North Node. As you pay attention, talking about sometimes in your today for it, you got these intuitions from within very sharp. Okay, that's what the meeting was. Now the midheaven, it's telling you, hey, you need to change this because that it has to be required to change. Midheaven is going to be squaring Pluto. The same thing, the North Node is squaring Pluto. Okay, so you're going to feel like Pluto goes against your destiny. Actually, he tells you you're not ready for this. Hold your horses. You don't have the whole informations. Wait, I'm getting the things for you. I'm taking you to the new path. But be patient. Okay, be patient from within. Ascendant is together with Lilith. That's gonna cause kind of like a lot of issues in there. Maybe there is some toxic situations from within you, or maybe someone who is toxic is gonna be acting, or you're gonna be acting with this. Okay, there is a midheaven, there is a Venus, there is the Moon, and Uranus in there, in the North Node in Taurus. And since Lilith is transitioning towards within Leo, she's squaring everything in this Taurus. This is what has had to be learned from the last year. But if it wasn't learned, now you practice it, guess what? You're going to be repeating the same mistakes that you know and you're going from it. What do you need to do? Jupiter and Chiron and Mercury, they're trining Lilith in Leo. heal, grow, move on, and be who you are. Okay? There is no question at the moment. At 4 o'clock, midheaven, it goes into 20 degrees. It's pretty much together with Uranus. That is going to be the squaring towards Lilith. You may gonna find like certain people sudden change towards you, certain situations change towards you, certain changes from the universe that it's like everything turns in upside down. No, actually, it's not turning upside down. If you pay attention to the North Node, that cup is upside down. But when it's upside down, whatever it is there, whatever you learn, now it's coming towards you. It's kind of like a pouring from within you. Okay? So the things there down below, they're the problem. Okay? The lower energies, the old self, the old learnings, the old situations inside of you. The ascendant at 27 degrees is in divine energies with Neptune, that it's still in Pisces. This is going to be like, did you remember the last year during the Leo season, during the Taurus season, what happened, what the situations is? That's where the divine is going to be talking to you. Later on, those divine energies, they're going to be triggering the Sun and Mercury. So be mindful between 4 and 5 o'clock, because right in there, you are going to get the divine actions that you need to do from within you. Okay? So, talking about 5 p.m., the ascendant goes at 8 degrees, 49 minutes in Virgo. That is a divine energies directly with, I believe that it's it with Jupiter, with Mercury. Okay? Because they're very close to each other. If you look at it within areas, the Sun is at 3 degrees, Mercury is at 11, Chiron it is at 15, and Jupiter is at 17 degrees. They're kind of like a very close pile that up. And as you see it, you pay attention to it. We basically don't have currently anything from. I mean, Mars can not enter Cancer, but he will. But we don't have anything from Cancer to all the way down into Capricorn, except Lilith that it's in Leo. All the other planets, it's all on the other side. The end of the cycle, beginning of the new cycle. Because the planets right now, they are from Aquarius, Pisces, the end. And then we have Aries and Taurus, the beginnings. That's it. So this is why these energies of going forward and halfway and the past pushing you is coming so much in force. So you have to do and change and transform, and the new energies and engaging from within you. So, talking about 6 o'clock, midheaven goes into Gemini, very close to Mars. That situations with this Mars, it's kind of like asking for troubles, okay? If somebody wants attentions and they want to pay attentions to you, they're trying to engage, they're trying to push something, they're trying to say something, trying to get into something, okay? This is like the child who needs constant attentions. They come to you, and the moment that you told them, "Please, I'm busy, don't come to me," and just because you rejected it, they come in exactly at the time when you told them not to, just because they want this. But you need to understand, there's going to be some people or situations or energies that's going to be exactly for this, just so they can take the attention from within you. Be mindful that is going to be the work that needs to be really done. You need to put the authority from yourself. And it's like, you know what? I told you, I can't right now. I don't want right now. I don't need right now. That's how it's going to go. And you need to learn the lessons inside. And Mars has to change and accept That's what the growth and transformations will be. Ascendant is at 20 degrees of Virgo. That is going to be straight oppositions with Neptune, the wrong visions. So be careful with this. Okay, Mars is squaring Neptune, and now the ascendant is opposing to Neptune. That is a wrong visions of the wrong actions of the wrong situations. When you understand what's going on, when you learn it, what is it going on, you're like, you know what? This is what takes that power of change. You need to perform that change from within you. Ascendant, that is in Virgo, it is beautiful energies with the moon and Uranus at this time. To remind you that when the moon and Uranus are coming in, you're going to get a very, very powerful intuition with the universe. And all of a sudden, the universe is going to communicate with your intuition. So be mindful about these energies. They're going to be very, very intense in the afternoon. 7 p.m., the midheaven, it's very close with Mars. Ascendant goes into a Libra. That is pretty much same like yesterday. Relationship situations are intense situations, contracts, business deals, and everything is just like nothing works. And you're like, what's going on? What is it going on is you're looking at the divine situations, leave it into the divine hands. You to have the divine knowledge about it. The North Node and Venus are in divine energies with the ascendant. There is an ascendant. The ascendant also has divine energies with Saturn. Same thing like yesterday. Uh, it is like the duality of the energies. You're going to feel this high contrast, okay, as a Libra, okay, high contrast between what is light and what is dark. You put it onto the scales and you're going to feel this energy just like I see it. But you're going to work with these energies much later overnight with this. Hopefully, some of you is going to sleep well. So at 8 o'clock p.m., the midheaven, it is in Cancer at 16 degrees. If you remember earlier, the ascendant was there, causing it all the squaring towards the Mercury and the Sun and Neptune as well. You right now working with that energy. It's kind of like I see the things in the family, I see the things on art, I see the things what's going on within the collective. I know all this, but what can I do? And midheaven, it is sextiling with the 16 degrees Uranus and the 16 degrees the moon. The intuition's gonna be talking to you. But what else is there? There is the divine energies from the ascendant that is at 14 degrees of Libra, directly towards Uranus and the moon. So after the scale figured out all these situations, the scale says, there you go, that's the road. The universe look, oh yeah, I see it. The truth is there. All right. Now that tells the intuitions what it needs to be done. And you're performing the actions in the family. But if you're now looking at all these energies, that is going to be leading to a lot of conflict and lack of growth. Because midheaven is squaring Jupiter and Chiron. You have not healed all this past situation. You're still acting maybe in the old way, the old relationships the way it was. And now the ascendant opposing Jupiter and Chiron and Libra, it's like, I've seen this before. I know what I'm talking about. And I don't have to put it on the scales. No, you do. Okay? So at 9 o'clock, the energies is changing. The midheaven is at 1 degrees of Leo. It is opposing the 0 degrees, 2 minutes Pluto within Aquarius. Ascendant is at 26 degrees of Libra. There is a beautiful trine. It's same thing like yesterday with Saturn and Mars. After you put all these scale situations, now you know how to teach Mars of what he needs to learn. Mars has divine energies with Pluto, knows how this to happen. The ascendant is in divine energies with Neptune. You got the divisions of what's going on, what is the truth in there. And midheaven, it is a divine energies with Saturn. So all this, it gives you the perspective of the new energies, how to move forward. But if you're not, you're gonna be pulled back because the ascendant at 26 degrees of Libra, it is opposing Jupiter, and the ascendant is squaring Pluto, and it's also going to be squaring midheaven. So during this energy is putting that intensity of the relationships. That's it. No more relationships, no deal, no things, no that. Done. It's done deal for it. Maybe for someone that's gonna be a good, that's maybe cut out the old, but be careful of how you doing it, how you handling this balance. Because the worst thing within a relationship, it doesn't matter what they are. It's their personal, their relationships with others, their business deal with others, your situations within the universe. They're all relationships. They're all under Libra. Okay, and when that comes in there, it's what it's confusing from to you. It's kind of like you fighting yourself. So at 10 o'clock, what did you have learned during the Leo season, during the Taurus season, during the Scorpio season? Midheaven is at 16 degrees of Leo. That is a direct square towards the moon and Uranus in there. And the ascendant that is at 8 degrees of Scorpio, it is opposing Venus and Uranus in the moon. Shadow work has not been done, immaturity has not been wrote in there. If you learn it from the Leo and the Scorpio seasons, and the dealing with the material situations in the world was not proper. Okay, but what do you need to do? What is going in there? The ascendant is still going to be have a beautiful trine with Mars and beautiful trines with Saturn. Again, Mars and Saturn working together for it. They've been working for a very long time, even when Saturn was at Aquarius. And Mars was in retrograde mode. Now they have to perform. Now the teacher says, do you remember what I told you so? Do you remember what I teach you? Learn it. Practice it, the new energies inside. And at 11 o'clock, midheaven goes to the 1 degree of Virgo. There is divine energies straightly from Mercury and Pluto. You're getting the downloads of how to heal and navigate everything that you need to do. But you have to do a shadow work. And the shadow work, it's coming because the ascendant, it is in Scorpio. It shows up what you've been fighting for. And you've been fighting the intuition, you've been fighting the universe from within you. And all this is squaring who? Lilith. Lilith, it's squaring all this time, this moon and Uranus conjunctions. It's kind of like it's not going to happen the divine way, the God's way, and so on and so on and so on. It's going to happen my way. No, it's not. No, it's not. You have to learn to let it go and let it be the divine way. That is it, the lessons of Lilith that she needs to learn from within her to grow. And we know that because Jupiter is trining Lilith together with who? With Chiron. So some of you are going to be facing that shadow side themselves and heal it in there from within. And the divine energies, they're coming from Mercury and Pluto. They're helping because there is also energies there towards Mars and from Mars towards Pluto. So they are all interconnected. You're healing that anger from within you. You transformed, you healed everything from within your own self. So that was it as to gravitational report, and I can bring you down here. And if you guys have some questions, let me know. All right. Hey Matthew, glad to see you here. But fellow astrologer, I love when you come in here and watching the report. Appreciate that you're here. Very, very good energies. For and if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. So far, things are going the way they're going. Uh, don't think that by going into the new way, the people are not gonna like the new way. They're not gonna like new you. They're not gonna like your new vibrations. They're not gonna like the person you are changing into because they want the old version of you. They'll remember the old versions out of you for it. Okay. Matthew, I just went back and listened to yesterday report. Nail it. You nail it. Cool things happen for me from 5 o'clock hour. Well, the report you posted yesterday for today's energy. Yeah, kind of like trying to get it the people a little bit of a heads up because I used to do like the same day, but I'm missing some of the people here in Europe are missing the early mornings hours because I was doing like 10, 11 o'clock, noon. That's like the halfway of the report was gone and so on, Matthew. But for the people in the United States, it was okay. For them, it's working for it. And, trying to do the report like totally for the whole earth. The only thing that basically changes little difference between you already know, but a little bit between the ascendant and the mid-heaven and the moon situations, but everything else it's kind of like a matchup within hours. But I love your feedback here, and I'm so happy you picking up. You probably learned it from me as a fellow astrologer, and hopefully that's gonna help and for it, but I appreciate your feedback. I really appreciate it. All right, guys. So here is about 11 o'clock at night. I had a like 500 and something kilometers drive. There was, but it was beautiful. I enjoyed the ride. I love to the long drives. Okay, I just stopped for maybe like 10, 15 minutes just to refill the car and then I hit the road again. So yeah, perfect for Australia. Thank you, dear. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you, guys, that you're here. Thank you, guys, that you're watching the report, and I'm so happy that helps you with your life. Okay, it helps you to understand the both sides for it. I'm driving safe. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't going crazy. I actually like to have what it's called the joyride. Okay, uh, having a beautiful music, cranking up the radios, and just enjoy the view. So yeah, I wish to have my old car back. Those kind of like a joyrides, but we'll see. Whatever the universe says. Yeah, but yeah, I will stay safe. Just so you guys know, on the 27th, I will be flying. So I will do the astro gravitational report probably at the airport. So the I report and the report gonna match up, kind of like an rhyming in there. All right, guys. If there is no questions, let's share the love and the light. If you guys need any assistance, you guys know how to find me. For those who know, in the top of the channel, in the picture in the top corner, there is a two links. One of them is Facebook, or if you click on the tab about, the two links is gonna be down below. All right, guys. So thank you for being here. Trying to put the puzzle pieces together to make sense of why I'm so sensitive. You're sensitive, Sonia, because of the moon. The moon was getting with the North Node, with itself, basically. It's increasing, doubling the intuitions. But right now we have a moon pass through Venus and it goes towards Uranus. That's a very beautiful conjunction, actually. This is sudden changes from within the intuition is like, oh my God, how did I miss to see this? This is going to be the moments of revealing truths. This is going to be the moments of sudden revelations, sudden scene of red flags from within. But that's going to be involved, Lilith, because Lilith is squaring all this. Lilith does not want you to see the red flags. Lilith does not want you to see this darkness from within. It doesn't. It just tries to blocks your visions in there. But this is why you're trying to put the pieces together, but you're missing things. And now the Uranus and the Moon is actually helping there. So be patient. That's all. Be patient. The universe is working. The energies, the new energies are working from within. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for all watching it, and I appreciate you. And I will see you tomorrow. All right, guys. Love you so much. Be love, and we'll see you tomorrow. Maria just arrived now. Time to go. Laughing a lot. Catch the report in place. Space feel good. Oh, thank you, Maria. Have a good one. Glad you're gonna rewatch it.